Hey guys, this is Rob Avis with Verge Permaculture. We're going to continue on with this video series talking about why permaculture businesses fail or struggle. In the last video we talked about how to establish your price and the importance of tracking past projects to see how much things actually cost, and then using that as an iterative approach to ensure that our prices are moving relative to what things cost us to produce. And this ties really nicely into the next conversation, which is all about value. So value is a really difficult thing to wrap your head around, and I find that first-time business owners that are especially in the consulting field really struggle to wrap their head around this idea. So value, or what they charge, a lot of times will be some sort of an hourly fee that may be based on what other people in the area are charging. But when you start to really kind of dig into the price that you charge, ultimately the metric that your customers are going to use is the price that this person is charging, does it have enough value built into it? Are they going to receive enough value on the back end of it to justify the fee that's being charged? So as an engineer, I can really appreciate this concept of value because engineers put their neck on the line when they go about and do engineering by taking liability for specific things that they're designing and then implementing. So one of the reasons that an engineer will charge between $200 and $400 an hour is because they are solving massive liabilities. So think about the responsibility of building a bridge, and knowing that your stamp is on those drawings, and if that bridge fails, you are liable. Same with buildings, waterworks, gas lines, oil and gas equipment. I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on. And so depending on what you're doing and how you're consulting and the value that you're bringing will dictate how much you charge. And I find that permaculture practitioners, permaculture consultants, people that are doing regenerative agriculture consulting have a very poor understanding of the value that they bring. So one of the ways to figure this out is, what kind of liabilities are you resolving or are you preventing your clients from getting into? I can tell you from personal experience that when we're doing the design of resilient homes, acreages, and farms, getting a house in the wrong location can be worth anywhere from $500,000 to $1 million, because you could potentially end up putting your home into a floodplain, or orienting it incorrectly so that you can't benefit from passive solar gain, or maybe you put it in line of an avalanche. I mean, there is a lot on the line when you're placing a house, and the same goes for roads and food production. I mean, putting your food forest or your garden to the wrong location could mean the difference between having a successful garden and a complete failure. And so as you get better at your craft and you start looking at things through the lens of liabilities, you can start to quickly assess the amount of value that you're delivering by how much money you're going to potentially save your client as a result of you being involved in that project. So let's say that you save your client $1 million because you stop them from placing their house in the wrong location and putting their roads in the right place and any number of other things, which I'm sure that you can start listing off as you're listening to me. Charging them $100 for that is not a good representation of the value that you're bringing to the table. And so we have to think about our thinking as our highest value offering as consultants, and we've spent decades to get that information. It's cost us enormous amounts of money, and we also take a lot of risk when we give advice to people, and so we have to charge proportionately for the amount of time that it's taken to acquire that information and the amount of value that we're delivering to our clients. One of the ways that I manage value and charging in my business is that I charge a fixed fee, and that fixed fee is usually dictated by the amount of value that I'm going to deliver to my clients. And as a rule of thumb, I try to provide a 10x return on investment. So if they're going to spend 10 grand on me, I'm going to save them at least $100,000, and that's a pretty good value if you ask me. you'll be able to look at your own businesses through this lens and figure out what that value exchange looks like for you. But what I've found, just to kind of bring this back around, is that if you're not looking at the value that you're delivering to your clients, you're probably not properly representing what it is that you're charging. So take a look at what you're charging, take a look at the liabilities that you're solving if you're a consultant, and determine whether or not you're being compensated appropriately for the type of value that you're delivering to the people that you're working with. Okay, so this completes video number 3. If you found this information useful, you can find more of it in our Regenerative Mentorship Coaching Program. We're starting a new program in October 2018, and I'll put a link to that program in the show notes below, so check that out. If you want to talk about your business and ask us some questions to see if this program is a fit, the program is completely 100% guaranteed, so we only let people in that we think are going to succeed as a result of doing the work. Give us a call. There's no charge. We're happy to talk to you about your business and what you're struggling with, and we guarantee that we won't let you in if you're not a fit. If you're finding these videos useful, keep watching. Video number 4 talks about being desperate in the sale and how to avoid that and how that creates a massive pitfall in your business. So it's going to be a really great video. Hey guys, if you found this video useful, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to be notified when new videos come up. And please leave your comments down below. I love reading them and I love responding to them. And if you've got a specific question about your business that you want a video done about, please let me know. I'd love to do it.